Hey there, guys. I wanted to drop in real quick to talk to you about a brand new offer that I've put together just for you. It truly is going to revolutionize the way that you do business. I am offering a 90-minute strategy session that's also going to give you a visual roadmap that will guide you over the next 6 months to be able to accomplish any author goal you want to make happen. So here's the thing, we all need some one-on-one guidance sometimes. And the whole idea behind this is to give you the one-on-one personalized experience that you're really craving and get you on the road to your greatest success, right? That's all we really want for you. So if you're curious about how this is going to work, head over to authorrevolution.org/visual map and learn more about it today. Welcome to the Author Revolution podcast, where change is not just embraced, it's celebrated. I'm Carissa Andrews, international best-selling author, indie author coach, and your navigator through the ever-evolving landscape of authorship. Are you ready to harness the power of your mind and the latest innovations in technology for your writing journey? If you're passionate about manifesting your dreams and pioneering new writing frontiers, then you're in the perfect place. Here, we merge the mystical woo of writing with the exciting advancements of the modern world. We dive into the realms of mindset, manifestation, and the transformative magic that occurs when you believe in the impossible. We also venture into the world of futuristic technologies and strategies, preparing you for the next chapter in your author career. Every week, we explore new ways to revolutionize your writing and publishing experience. From AI to breakthrough thinking, this podcast is your gateway to a world where creativity meets innovation. Whether you're penning your first novel or expanding your literary empire, whether you're a devotee of the pen or a digital storyteller, this podcast is where your author revolution gains momentum. So join me in this journey to continue growth and transformation. It's time to redefine what it means to be an author in today's dynamic world. This is the Author Revolution podcast, and your author revolution starts now. Well, hi there, my friends. Welcome to a very special 2024 Valentine's Day episode of the Author Revolution podcast, where today we're going to be diving into the heart of our creative journeys in a sense. So for those of you who are listening, this is episode 222. What a great number, right? And so I decided to call this episode The Joy of Abundance, How Gratitude Can Magnetize Money. And we're starting with a powerful concept that can transform not just your writing, like in general, but your entire life. And that concept is embracing universal love in your author journey. Now, it sounds a little cliche since this is coming out on Valentine's Day, but truly, this concept of universal love, of embracing, the love and the joy of your writing, of your career, of your work in progress, of your characters, all of this is so important in maintaining not only a creative flow with everything that you're going to be creating in your worlds, in your books, and your stories, but also helping you on a path to long-term success and joy in your career. So what is universal love? Well, in my mind, it's a term that really just sounds vast and all-encompassing, right? Because, well, I guess it is. Universal love is the boundless, unconditional love that connects us all, every person, every creature, every star in the night sky. For indie authors, I think tapping into this infinite source of love can really be a game changer. It's all about feeling connected to the universe, to your readers, and to the very words you pen down, whether it be with an actual pen or with your keyboard. So imagine writing a scene like deeply rooted in the essence of universal love. Like you sit down and each word just flows from a place of profound connection and authenticity. I know it was like this in the beginning for me, like when I first started writing and I started the flow of what it was like to create something, and it felt magical and powerful. Now, this isn't just writing then, it's co-creating with the universe. And when readers sense this kind of depth to your writing, they're not just engaged, they're moved, they're transformed, okay? But how do we as indie authors, I guess, connect with this powerful force? How do we know we're in that flow? Well, it starts with intention. When you begin your writing sessions, if you sit down with the intention of opening your heart to the universal love that surrounds you, now all of a sudden you're accessible to it. Even if you're not quite there yet, even if you don't feel that vibe just yet, opening yourself up to that intention that it will flow to you, that of course on the other side of it, it's yours, it will allow it to come through to you. And you could even start with a meditation or a hypnosis or something for a few minutes, just envisioning love flowing into you and through you. Or perhaps go outside and take a walk in nature. I do this often, like when I'm feeling disconnected, so that I can feel reconnected to the earth, to the sky, to the sunlight. Again, in Minnesota, it's not always the easiest thing to connect to. It's often gray and white and cold in winter, in February, but it still helps to bring that sense of grounding, bring that sense of connection to the world around me. And I know it'll probably help you as well. Another beautiful practice is loving kindness meditation, where you send wishes of love and happiness, well, first to yourself, right? Then to loved ones, then to acquaintances like fellow authors, people you know, and then finally to the entire world. So, this is not only going to help you raise your own vibration, but it can also infuse your writing with a profound sense of empathy and connection that maybe you wouldn't have had before doing this practice. And it's really kind of neat. It's a lot like Abraham Hicks and the Rampage of Appreciation. As you settle into that vibe, as you settle into the idea of sending love out into the world, as you start more specific to the things that are easy and then going more broad, it just allows that expansion to grow. Now, let's not forget about the power of gratitude, however, in this process, because gratitude, it's a lot like appreciation. It's a lot like universal love. And by starting your writing sessions with a simple list of things you're grateful for example, you open your heart and your mind to the abundance flow and inspiration that the universe offers you, all that it has to offer, right? In fact, I'd even go so far as to say that gratitude is actually a gateway to abundance. Because I think when we talk about gratitude, it's far more than like a mere thank you, like, ooh, this was really cool. It's a powerful frequency that really aligns us with the universe's inherent generosity. Now, when we focus on what we're grateful for, what we're thankful for, we're going to shift from a mindset of lack, because we've talked about this. Lack is a mentality that permeates through the indie author community, through many artist industries. And we shift it from that lack place to one of plenty, to one of abundance, from that scarcity place to more than enough, to overflow. And I think in our industry, this shift is so crucial. It's why I began working with this concept of manifestation and law of attraction and mindset shifts, because we need to elevate it. We need to shift it in order to help ourselves, but also to help the world at large. Now, consider for a moment when you're in the process of writing your book, right? It's a journey filled with challenges. Yeah, that's true. But also countless blessings, like moments of inspiration, words that flow effortlessly, feedback from devoted readers sometimes come to you. And then I want you to stop and think about and pause for a moment to acknowledge that these are gifts. We're not only enhancing our own well being when we create our worlds, when we write our stories, but we're also opening ourselves to even more opportunities and creative insights that the world can bring to us, like the inspired actions from the universe will come through from this place. So, how can we as authors cultivate a powerful sense of gratitude? How can we do that and step forward each day knowing and trusting that the universe has our back, that we are moving forward in a place of true abundance? Well, again, it's simple practices that we can do, right? Jot down 3 things you're grateful for in your author journey each day. Maybe it's the progress you made on your last manuscript, or the latest positive review you just had, or even learning that came after a setback. Like things were so hard for a while and all of a sudden the insights came. When you do this, the practice actually transforms your perspective. It helps you shift, literally shift your mindset, turning those obstacles that you were facing before into opportunities. And I think it fosters a rich environment where creativity and abundance flourish. It's where all of that springs from, And let's extend the gratitude beyond our own personal experience, even. So, expressing genuine thanks, like to your readers, to your editors, and even your fellow authors who not only build meaningful connections with you, but also they create a supportive community that celebrates and amplifies your success. By doing that, by being there and acknowledging it, it allows the universe to know that this is something you love and appreciate and want more of, right? Here's a challenge for you. The next time you receive feedback or support, I want you to stop. Take a moment to express your gratitude for that. Like send a personal note, share a shout out on social media, or like even simply hold a moment of thanks in your heart, even if that's all you have time for, all you can think to do in that particular moment. All of these acts of gratitude just radiate positive energy. It attracts more abundance into your life and your writing career, but it also makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel like things are moving in the right direction. In this career, it can feel as though we're stagnated often, like we're growing but not by much, or we are putting work out in the world, but it hasn't shifted anything like financially yet. So when we do these things, when we have these small acts of gratitude, it helps us to realign our thought processes, our mentality, and shift to a place that's just so much better feeling, right? Remember, guys, gratitude's not just about acknowledging the good. It's it's about recognizing that every experience, every challenge, and I guess every triumph is a step in the path toward your abundance. Because by embracing gratitude, by embracing that thankfulness, we open ourselves to all of the endless gifts the universe has, paving the way for more success, more fulfillment, and yes, even that financial prosperity that we seek so much. Abundance is more than obviously finances, but it's there and it's a part of this process. In fact, did you know that there's actually a high vibe connection between creativity and prosperity? If you've known me for a while, if you've listened to the podcast for a while, you know it's all about your energy, right? Your vibe. And that vibe influences not just your creative output, but also your ability to attract that success and abundance in your author career. When you're elevating that frequency that you put out into the world through your thoughts, through your actions, through your uh, designed life even, you are attracting to you all that you want, but also impacting the world and what you receive, what you get to have. You put yourself into receptivity and alignment for it because everything in the universe, including us and our thoughts, right, is made up of energy. We've talked about this, you know this. So when we operate at a higher vibrational level and we fill ourselves with positivity and love and gratitude, we align ourselves with the universe's frequency of abundance because that's what the same frequency is, right? Abundance is all about that love and positivity and gratitude and giving more and being a part of this. Like, of course this is yours. Of course it's yours. And this alignment isn't just spiritual, it's immensely practical, especially for creative individuals like us, right? So think about it. When you're in a high vibe state, your creativity flows more freely, your writing feels more inspired, and your connection with your audience deepens. It truly, truly does. This isn't by chance, right? High vibrational energy acts like the magnet we're talking about. It attracts your readers who resonate with your work, who resonate with your words, opportunities that align with your path. And yes, the financial rewards that come with genuine, heartfelt creativity are some of them will just flow to you. And it can be that easy, truly. So the question then becomes, how do we maintain a high vibe state? How do we maintain this place of abundance, especially in the face of, the inevitable challenges or setbacks that come from the indie publishing journey or all that we do? Well, obviously, first it's about your mindset. Start each day with that intention, with a positive affirmation. Maybe it's related to your writing goals, right? Something like, I am a magnet for creative inspiration and abundant success. That sort of thing. Like pick something that aligns you immediately upon waking up, even before you even hop out of bed, just to remind yourself that you are that magnet for all that you desire. then the next aspect of it would be like engaging in those activities that you've experienced will help you to raise your vibration. Now, this could be anything from listening to uplifting music while you write, could be practicing yoga or meditation to clear your mind, hypnosis, we talked about Tammy, or it could even be a moment to just laugh and enjoy the lighter side of life. Remember, joy is a powerful elevator of energy. Like there are times when, if things are heavy and I haven't quite figured out what's going on, dropping everything and either reading a funny book or like yesterday, I was watching Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And while it has ups and downs, it's still there. It's still a part of the process of like being funny and, getting your spirit elevated into a new place. And it's great to do things that bring you joy, even if they're not a part of your author journey, even if they're not a part of what you do typically as a creative. So don't underestimate the power of, what you do or the environment around you. Where you surround yourself as you write. That's another thing that I talked about. I think it was in the Right Frame of Mind. When you surround yourself with items that spark joy and inspiration, whether it's a vision board, like with all of your writing goals, or if it's quotes from authors you admire, or I have a statue of Fortuna on my desk, I have citrine crystals, like whatever it is, when you have that kind of ambiance, it just elevates you a bit. So here's a little exercise I want you to try too. The next time you sit down to write, take a few deep breaths, okay? And visualize your words not just reaching your readers, because we know that that's going to happen, but also resonating with them on a deep, energetic level. Like imagine the connection opening doors to new opportunities and collaborations and maybe even pathways to prosperity. Now, of course, if you'd like to have someone guide you through these processes, you can always join our Your Future Self monthly membership, where Tammy and I provide, the guided meditations and hypnoses specifically for authors like you. Because we know how trying to get yourself into a state like that isn't always the easiest. And so sometimes having someone guide you through it can be beneficial. But by nurturing that high vibe state, regardless of how you do it, you're not just enhancing your creativity, you're actively inviting prosperity into your life. And we've taught this over and over, whether it be in the Abundant Author courses or the Millionaire Author courses. Like it's about more than just the words you write, it's the energy that you infuse them with. So let's commit to maintaining this vibrational alignment because it helps us to elevate our creativity and prosperity. And it brings them into this place, this beautiful place where they can converge. One of the ways that you can do this, maintaining this alignment, is through networking and collaboration with others of like mind. And trust me, in this indie author space, there are a lot of us out there who are interested in this type of concepts. We've been talking about it a lot on this podcast for years now. And so there are authors, you're probably one of them, who understand how this type of mindset, this abundance mindset, permeates our lives and makes a huge impact. And in the indie author community, I think we're often reminded of the power of those connections, like finding people of like mind, how finding the right editor, for instance, or the cover designer of your dreams, or even just a fellow author for a joint project like me and Tammy, right? It can all make a difference. But what if we approach these connections with more than just professional interest? What if we led with love, with gratitude, with the belief in abundance, the belief that this is all working out for us, the belief that this is the right step at the right time, all, giving us those inspired action steps. Imagine reaching out to an author, a fellow author, not just for like a potential collaboration, but with genuine appreciation for their work. Using that kind of approach really roots yourself in that universal love, right? It fosters authentic connections that go beyond transactional relationships. It's also a building block, I think, to the community where success is shared and celebrated. And I think that's an element that's sorely lacking at times in not just our own community, not just the indie author community, but a lot of creative communities. So maybe one action step you could take, an inspired action step, if you'd like to call it that, to start like that type of networking effort is maybe just a simple act of kindness. It's like, share another author's work on your social media with a heartfelt message about how you were impacted, or send a personal note of encouragement to someone who's just starting out. Any kind of act of kindness will ripple through the community, and it creates an atmosphere of support and generosity. And the more we do it, the more we collaborate in these ways, I think the more we start to see this web of connection between all of us. It's amazing when that happens. Now, when you're giving and you're settling into this place of gratitude, I think it's also important to be open to receiving, right? When it comes to financial abundance, oftentimes we want it, but we don't know how we can receive it, or we don't feel worthy of receiving it. And sometimes in our eagerness to give and support, we forget that allowing others to contribute to our journey is an equal act of love. So when someone offers you help or feedback or an opportunity to collaborate, receive it with gratitude and openness. Like don't be don't be that person who, like, someone says, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful." And you go, "Oh, I didn't do my hair, or I don't have my makeup on." Or, "Oh yeah, well, I'd be better if I lost another 25 pounds." Like, don't be that person. Accept it with gratitude, accept it with love and openness. I challenge you to infuse your next networking effort or collaboration or whatever you're doing with this high vibe type of energy, this universal love. Pay attention to how it transforms not just the outcomes, but the very process of connecting and creating together. You'll probably see some incredible results. Of course, I would be remiss, obviously, if I didn't remind you that until February 25th, the doors are open to the Millionaire Author Manifestation course, where indie authors seeking this high vibe alignment join together. We all learn, we grow, embrace our abundance mentality. It's a deep dive into manifestation. In fact, it's 12 weeks of learning, growing, meditations, hypnoses, connections that will help you to elevate. Because more than anything else, it's a community that is next level too. Now, we all know the demands of our craft. The long hours, the solitary nature of writing, the emotional roller coaster of publishing and reader feedback, it takes a toll sometimes. And this is where the power of love, particularly self-love and gratitude, comes into play. When we can take a moment to prioritize our well-being, we're not just maintaining our health, which is super important, right? But we're ensuring that our creative wellspring remains abundant and vibrant, because it can dry up. We can go into burnout. We can get overwhelmed. So let's start with a little self-love too this month, this week, for today's Valentine's Day. It's not just about indulgence, although sometimes that's good. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and patience and encouragement that you'd offer like a really close friend, a dear friend. It's about acknowledging the hard work that you've put in, celebrating your achievements. I know that's a hard one for me. And forgiving, I guess, the setbacks, because sometimes we think things should go a certain way, and when they are not functioning, we get down on ourselves, right? So an attitude of self-love fosters resilience. It's a key trait for any successful indie author, and it's one that I think you're going to enjoy tapping into too. So, speaking of gratitude from earlier, if we look at gratitude from the lens of self love, right? I think it plays a pivotal role in our own well being. It shifts our focus from what's lacking to the abundance that already exists in our lives. And it's typically a lot. We typically have so many things to be grateful for. And so when we can be grateful, the shift isn't just psychological, it has tangible benefits like reducing stress, enhancing your sleep. It even boosts your immune system. Did you know that? It's pretty wild. Like all the ways that we put ourselves down do us harm. And we don't think about from the mentality perspective, from the neurological to physiological perspective, the toll that that kind of mental chatter takes. So, how do we integrate these practices into our daily routine? These practices of self love. It can be as simple as starting your day with gratitude journal, like we said, with the 3 things that you're thankful for. Or perhaps it's just setting a time each week for an activity that replenishes your spirit, something that has nothing to do with your own writing or nothing to do with your own aspirations and career goals. It's just something that just fills your cup, you know? Maybe you love reading and that's what started your author career. And so you can find an author or a series that you can immerse yourself in. I know that's one of mine. I love it. I just finished the Crescent City books and I'm still like amazed by it, still like reeling from everything that happened and the crossovers with ACOTAR. It's been a joy. And so finding something that replenishes you is really your key component there. And for me, gratitude journals are not the thing. Like I can do a rampage of appreciation, like mentally, but writing things down in a journal just doesn't work for me. But sitting and appreciating does. So what is it for you? Of course, let's not forget the importance of community. Engage with your fellow authors, share those experiences, and offer your support because isolation coming from our craft can be difficult. And so when we connect with each other, it multiplies our love and positivity, not only into our lives, but theirs as well. Remember, universal love extends not just to ourselves and our work, but to our connection with others, to those people that we truly appreciate and love and want to be around. Okay? Well, guys, as we wrap up today's podcast episode, I really do invite you to take a moment to reflect on how you can nurture your well being with love and gratitude. Remember, a well cared for author is productive and creative and a successful, prosperous author. Let's commit to making self love and gratitude cornerstones of our author journey because I think it's going to help us thrive, not just in our careers, but in every aspect of our lives. I've seen it in my own life, I've seen it in my students' lives, and I have no doubt that you've seen it in others as well. Okay, well, if you'd like to download the transcript to today's podcast episode or get quick access to the enrollment page to our Millionaire Author Manifestation course, I'd love for you to head over to authorrevolution.org/222, still such a great number, and you'll be able to find everything right there. Thank you so much for joining me on this special Valentine's Day journey. It's one through love and gratitude and abundance, and you are part of that process for me. So thank you for being here. Until next time, keep writing, keep loving, and keep embracing the abundant journey of indie authorship. Okay? Go forth and start your author revolution. Okay, indie author, Carissa Andrews with Author Revolution here. We need to have a chat. I know you want to build a sustainable long-term author career, but you can't do it just by wishing for it. It would be nice, yes, but alas, you gotta do the work. By that I mean you need to reframe the way you look at your author business so that you can write and publish more frequently. With Rapid Release Roadmap, my signature online course, I'll help you learn not only how to make writing and publishing 4 books a year seem easy, but I'll help you master your prolific author mindset so that you can clear away all the negative self-talk that's holding you back. Trust me, I have been there. To learn more about Rapid Release Roadmap, head over to rapidreleaseroadmap.com. Over there, I'll give you all the insights on what you'll find inside the course. Plus, I walk you through all of the bonuses you're going to get based on the payment option you choose. And yes, there are some good ones in there, even if I say so myself. Once again, head over to rapidreleaseroadmap.com to learn more and sign up today.